Hello and welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And for the home team, outside, Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Takes the three, and that one's good.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Back to Smith. Buries the jump shot. And the home team has possession. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with the visiting team's head coach. This is a team that loves to run, and he wants to see them do what they love. Fast break basketball should be on the menu today, guys. We'll enjoy watching it.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And Green gets it to go.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. He dishes it to Smith. All sorts of time. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Three-pointer. Green with the rebound.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
The three. The shot, no good. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Number 5. And he's good on the three ball. 6 points for him. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Number 13. Comes up empty from the left block. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Number 25, covered by Smith. And this is his first shot.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that shows right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Free throw good, Green. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Number 5. And it's off from three-point range. Now Green. Smith on the wing. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Smith's got 6. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Gatling. Traps in the tray.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
Pass to Green. He kicks to Smith. From deep. No luck.
Some people might call him vertically challenged, but tell you what, his size didn't hurt him on that rebound.
Here's Gatling. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Smith. Fires the three. Again, the miss by Smith. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Gatling. Offensive rebound. Number 5. Off with the layup.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Nice shot by Smith.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Number 1. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. That one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
That's a 2 from Smith. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Number 5. And here is Green. Tipped away. Dives for it. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Goes up off the inbound. Number 13. Second chance shot and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Here's the 3. The shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Smith on the wing. There's the triple. Good. Smith's got 12.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
He has to be concerned with all the missed shots. I mean, it happens to every team, but you have to find a way to keep being productive even when you go through a shooting drought.
He might be trying to tell them to get to the free throw line. You know, all teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.
And 31% here early on, not getting the shots they'd like. Here's Gatling, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
That's all you.
Shot clock at 6. Number 5. They get it back. The layup off target. Gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Open shot, Green. And that one hits back iron.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Gatling, guarded by Green. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Hazard. He passes it to Baker. Launches a three. Jeter. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Fires the three. Walton dishes to Daniels. Goes up again. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
That free throw good from Walton. In this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And there's the pass to Baker. Wide open. Gets it to go. In a lowly 30% to start this game out. He feeds it to Daniels. Number 23. No good from outside. Pass to Lee. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
Feeds to Daniels. Hazard with the rebound.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. So it's the visitors now. It's a three-point game. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Rejected by Hazard.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Lee kicks to Jeter. And Walton sends it back. The feed to Daniels. Goes up on the wing. Good on the jump shot. Here's Hazard. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kicks it to Lee. Passes it to Baker. Offline with his three. Gone 1 of 4 from the field. Number 10. On target from 13 feet. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive. But he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
.130 left to play in the first quarter. Lee fires. The rebound by Walton.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Number 2, covered by Lee. This one for 3. A second chance effort, and it's Walton missing.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Pass to Hazard. 56 seconds left in the first. Lee outside. Offensive rebound. Number 35. Gets it to go. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
In this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Hazard. A rebound by Walton.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that shows right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Hazard passes to Lee. Here's Hazard. No good with the triple. Number 2. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The home team leading by just 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Now, the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
Dishes it to Daniels. From the arc. Second shot opportunity. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is off. He doesn't get the second one. Being about 35% from the floor, not much falling for them. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, Ray Allen is arguably the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history. It's a shot crafted by endless reps in the gym, and he thinks being a bit, quote, obsessive-compulsive may have fed into his legendary dedication. He recalled back when he was 8 years old. He always had to make 5 left-handed layups and 5 right-handed layups before he could leave the gym. But one day, another team needed the gym, and he had to leave before he could complete his ritual. He said, "I cried. It messed up my day." Guys, it sounds strange, but that's Ray.
The Doris, for all of his downsides, that devotion to repetition is part of what's made Allen such an amazing shooter. At the end of the day, it certainly worked for him. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Lets it go with the 3. Hazard's shot is off. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Fires from 14. Gets it to go.
So many lead changes. It doesn't seem like either team can hold an advantage for long.
Yeah, I tell you what, this has been a game of traded runs.
Here's Hazard. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. That's good. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. There's the dish to Walton. He kicks to Daniels. It's up a 3. No good.
Nothing fancy about that play. Just good, hard-nosed basketball to haul in the board.
Here's Baker. A three-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
That's good.
That's something we didn't see at all from him in the first half when he had a goose egg from three-point land.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. He dishes it to Lee. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The 11-footer, no luck. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Number 25, he drains the quick shot. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. It's intercepted. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here's Green outside. Can't get it to go.
They're losing their composure a little bit here on the bad end of a run.
Yeah, they are, and they need to come up with a rally-wrecking play here to stop this run.
The layup missed.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Off the run. Count that one.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Hits the bucket.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Smith, no good. Six to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Good. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, let's see if that triggers another explosion from. Remember, he hit 3 three-pointers in the first quarter.
Gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
For the 3, and the basket good. Smith's got 15.
Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. He already knocked down 2 in the first.
Come on, box him out, man.
Number 1. Tries to keep it alive. Here's the screen. Number 25 gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Smith. He feeds it to Green. No good on the 3.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
The ball at a 43% rate here in the second. He passes to Smith. Number 1. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. He has 6.
Now he's hit a pair of 3 balls in this quarter, so he's starting to find his range.
Number 5. And the wing jumper offline.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Pass to Green. Launches it. The shot no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
No good.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And the home team has possession. They've led by as much as 10.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn the timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Number 25. No good on the quick 3.
Well, it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Right side Green. Looking to end his cold spell. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Number 22. There's Smith, who's back up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And what a game for Smith. He has 15 points, and the 3-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
And he makes the first. Smith hits them both. And so here's the home team. Here's Gatling.
Grab the board!
That one's off. Still out of sync.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
And Portland just 35% so far. Number 25. It's good from the top of the key. He has 6.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Feeds it to Green. Puts it up. That one a little long.
He just has not been a viable option for them this quarter.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
Being at 36%, they really seem out of sync offensively. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
The feed to Smith. Shot from the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Number 5. Quick shot there, and it's off target. 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Again, the miss by Smith.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
Corner shot. No good.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Kicks to Green. No one near him. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Green's got 6.
There's not much working for him as he moves to 1 of 6 now in the quarter.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock.
5 seconds!
From deep. Can't get it to go.
He's not the best three-point shooter, and from that range, no way. That's a bad shot.
Needless to say, and I'm saying it anyway, he doesn't fit that description.
Number 1. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
And the shot is good.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Yeah, Clark, the threes really weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easy ones go down can get your offense back into a groove.
Here's Gatling. And no good trying to get that one. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. The home team up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the third quarter, but right now it's time for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Happy Tuesday to all of you from us at 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Plenty of hustle from the home team. You look at the offensive rebounds, they're creating second opportunities, and that's a key to winning. And slugging it out so far are the visitors. We've seen all these blocks, and they are locked in defensively, giving up no easy buckets. That'll be all for us here at the studios as we head back to the start of the third quarter with Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris. Thanks so much for joining me.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. And the home team has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Number 5 drills it from outside. He's got 12. Being a pretty low 34% thus far. Number 13. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the home team has possession. 3-point lead. Shoots. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's the fast break. Smith dishes to Green. Another shot. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Smith. 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Number 5 sinks the three-pointer. 15 points in the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Back to Green. Lets the three fly. They grab their own miss. No good with the layup.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Here's Gatling. That 3 off the mark. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Green for 3. That doesn't go either for Green.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Gone 4 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Smith tries again. Green, no luck. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Number 25, guarded by Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from free throw range. Passes it to Smith. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. That doesn't go either for Green.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
From past the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And the shot is good. Green's got 8. Gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Number 5 nails the wide-open jump shot.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Being at a 32% clip from the field, they're just not executing. Number 1 hangs home the trifecta. 12 points for him. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Lots of room, and the jumper falls for him. And pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. For the tie, Green. He nails it, and we're tied up. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists. Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Number 5. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. That puts them in the lead. Green's got 13.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Number 5 drills the three-pointer. 20 points for him.
That's his 6th three-pointer of the game, 3 in each half.
Smith for 3. Shot is off.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
That's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboards. Well done.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Being just 35%, they've got to get better looks. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Smith on the wing. On the corner. Smith missing again.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
I think it's leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Count the bucket.
Nice shot.
Gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Shoots the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Offline from the high post. I think it's leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Green with the rebound. Dishes to Smith. Wing shot on the way. The offensive rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That free throw, no good. Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Now Daniels. Number 5. And nothing but hair on that one.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Here is Daniels. Number 23. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. Being just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. The pass to Hazard. Carries it from three-point range.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Uncovered. That one off the back iron and out.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Fires the 3. Jeter. Shot is off. Great D that time from Walton. There's a good screen. Number 2. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. He's got 5. Here's Hazard. Shoots it up. Number 35. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. We've seen them struggle in the half-court offense.
Yeah, they seem to be disorganized to me, guys. I mean, out of sync, no rhythm, no flow.
Steve, you're nodding your head. You agree?
Yeah, totally. When you don't get out on the break, Kevin, all of a sudden the game slows down, and if you don't get ball movement and player movement and find that half-court rhythm and pace, you're in some trouble.
Here's Hazard. He kicks it to Jeter. Pass to Hazard. Fires from deep. That's good. He has 6.
I give him credit. He didn't have much confidence going in the first half, but he's picking up the pace here.
On the wing, Daniels. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Hazard kicks to Jeter. Passes to Hazard. Good.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
Yeah, no question. If I'm them, I'm definitely going 2 for 1.
On the wing, Daniels.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
Being about 35% from the floor, not much falling for them. Back to Green from downtown, and that one's good. Green's got 10 points here in the second half.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
The dive for the ball. No good from Baker.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The away team up 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Smith for 3. The shot is off.
Remember, he was hot early. 3 3-pointers in the first half, but he may have to start putting the ball on the floor. His shot's not working here in the second.
But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And it's Green with the jam.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Number 1. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. The dish to Smith. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Smith. There's the 3. Jeter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And that one misses. Gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. From outside the arc. No good.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
Number 1. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Can't win. Off target from three-point range.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, you can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
No coverage that time.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Well, and as hot as they've been, there's no need to change their offense. Just continue to play the way you're playing. You're going to get open looks.
And unable to corral the miss, and it goes on a play. Gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Smith outside. Three-pointer, and that one's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Looking to end the run, and it's good.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Smith right side. Green. A three-pointer, no good. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for him here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this one done.
Can't get it to go. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
Yeah, it's the anticipation more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does.
The three, and that one's good.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
You have to like what we're seeing from Smith.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Beyond the arc. And Smith with the block. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And the first one drops.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green jacks up a three. There's the bucket. Good. Green's got 15 points here in the second half.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Cantley connects from three-point range. 25 points in the game.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Gets the bucket. Getting some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Number 5 buries the long-range jumper.
Tell you what, until he cools off, you got to keep going to him.
Gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Green. Number 1 trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Number 5 pulls it. He's got 25. Now here is Smith. Feeds to Green. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper. Being a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Gatling. Off target from outside.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Smith the pass to Green. Moves back up. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 8th assist in the game. And 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. A 3-ball hits the bucket. 28 points for him.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Now here is Smith. And a missed layup.
He's been the guy on the boards today, no question.
Steve, you're all over it. I mean, his numbers back it up. He's been working extremely hard out there.
Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. It looks tight. He's not producing, and his team's struggling as well.
Outside, Green. Number 13. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. First one falls for him. He makes 1 of 2 that time. But they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
No, the game's still out there for them, but they've got to get back to their game plan and start to grind out each possession.
Now here is Smith, all alone. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Number 5. And the 3 off target. Doing well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. And here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Number 5. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Smith. Being just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Gatling. Cans it from downtown. 28 points for him.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing him. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Now here's Green. Fires from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. Number 25. off target with his three.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
Green, no luck. And here we go. High arcing shot.
It's in his head now, guys. I mean, he just can't get anything to go, and it's affecting his team big time.
He drains the 19-footer. Green's got 27 points. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gatling. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Outside, Green. Smith on the wing. Takes a three. The shot no good.
Now, defensively, they did a great job of staying tight on him.
Number 25. Green with the rebound.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Number 13. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Smith outside. The jump hook. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Here's Gatling. No good on the triple. Smith with it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. They get a hand on it.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. They turn it over.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Screen by Walton. Inside. And that one's good. Daniels.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Haslam. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.